Miami Dolphins have been a team that we've been really excited about the entire offseason. We've talked about Jalen Waddle. We talked about Tua and all the different things he's going to do. We've given some love to Mike Gesicki. Also, Will Fuller, when he's out of his suspension, I think he could add a lot to this offense. Devontae Parker, the classic, always doing his thing. But for me, I really think with all these things combined, really with everything combined, not just really with those few things that we mentioned, with everything combined, the Dolphins are ready for a deep playoff run. And before we get into why the Dolphins are ready for a deep playoff run, make sure you guys like and subscribe down below, leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. Now, I don't know if I mentioned we love every single one of you guys. So I have to be honest. I think we made a video earlier that talked about why Tua Tagovailoa, hopefully I'm saying his name right. I never do. I think he's going to have a big jump this year. Now, we're talking about a guy that last year, I know in his rookie year, I think there was a lot of, and from what I was seeing, a lot of people that also talked to me and said, hey, they were kind of on the fence about Tua. I'm here to tell you that a guy that completed 64% of his passes for over 1,800 yards, 11 teddies, and only 5 picks, I think he could be very, very special, especially with what they are putting around him. We already touched on Gaskin, but for me, I think it's really, even players like Jakeem Grant Sr., also Preston Williams, Adam Shaheen is underrated. This offense, I think, has all the pieces that are needed for the Dolphins to make some noise and make a long playoff run. Obviously, the Chiefs are going to be one of those teams that they're going to have to compete with. Then there's a lot of teams. I think the Chargers can make a push this year. Clearly, the Steelers are in contention, but there's a lot of teams out there. But I think the one that could really shock the NFL most is Miami because their defense really came alive last year, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. The only thing I really can't wait for is Christian Wilkins to absolutely come out and do some things next year, because Christian Wilkins, in my mind, is just an absolute man. I wish the Vikings would have got him coming out of Clemson, but life is what it is these days. But at the end of the day, the Dolphins, I think, especially with what they were able to do in the draft, we talked about Jalen Waddle. Javon Holland, I thought, was a first-round talent, but he went in the second, and he's going to play safety for him. Liam Eichenberg also out there playing tackle for him. Hunter Long at tight end. There's just a lot to like about this draft class. There's just a lot to like about the Miami Dolphins in general. Even though Eichenberg, I think from what I say, he's actually going to play guard, but we'll see how that all plays out. But I mean, this offensive line looks like it might actually be legit and give Tua some protection. And if not, you got Jacoby Brissett back there that's ready to back him up. Malcolm Brown at running back. I mean, I'm really excited about this offense because Devontae Parker is in my mind kind of an underrated wide receiver. William Fuller, I think he's a very talented wide receiver as well. And then Jalen Waddle, man, we've said it from the beginning. He's going to shock some people. He is absolutely going to bring it, and we're really excited about it, especially what he's going to do. Because you talk about, I think we had a viewer kind of tell us his average touchdown reception was over 40 yards at Alabama. So that just speaks to his big playability. The only thing is, from my recollection, I could be wrong here. From my recollection, Jalen Waddle did not have a season in college in which he had over 1,000 yards receiving. Now, I think there's a couple things to take away from there. Obviously, the Alabama's going to run the football well. They had to a plethora of other quarterbacks, but yeah, it looks like he did not have a 1,000-yard receiving season. So to get him overall 6 overall, I thought it was a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. But Jalen Waddle is, and let's not beat a dead horse here, but he is an absolute man. He's going to bring a different element to that offense, and obviously their special team game as well, even just from top to bottom. And then on the defensive side of the football, we talked a little bit about Christian Wilkins already, Emmanuel Ogbah. Now, I think when you look at a guy like Emmanuel Ogbah, I think you see a guy that when he was first drafted, you thought he was going to put up double-digit sacks right away. Didn't exactly get out that way. 6'4", 269, a former second-round pick by the Cleveland Browns. I thought he was going to be a guy that at least came out and gave you double-digit sacks. This last year was his most productive with 9 sacks in his NFL career, and I don't think that's necessarily a mystery. I think that what the Dolphins are doing defensively is going to be very, very fun to watch. You got Jalen Phillips there. I think he could be a very big sleeper as well. Jerome Baker, obviously there's Xavier Howard as well, Eric Rowe, Byron Jones, who, let's get it right here. Xavier Howard got the money he deserved. It should have been him all along and not Jones. But I think the secondary is solid. This defensive line puts pressure on the quarterback. The linebackers are respectable. So I'm really excited about what this entire Miami Dolphins team will do. And they're going to be led by Tua, and I think they're going to do some great things this year. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Check out our website at thesportsbeatpodcast.com. Give us a listen and sub on iTunes as well. In the description down below, you'll find all of our social media platforms, so give us a follow there. And if you have anything you would like us to cover, make sure you send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com. Or, put it in the comment section down below. Voice crack, a little embarrassing. But put it in the comment section down below. We'd be glad to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about the Dolphins being ready for a deep play.